Font means which font we are using. For example, here you can see in my WordPad, these are the different fonts. So which font we are using, then size of the font, and then font style like bold, italic, underline. So this kind of property are there. They are called as font property. First is font dash family. We can give the name of font, means which font you want. For example, suppose you want Times New Roman font or any other font you want. So for that purpose, you can give the value, whatever value you want. So for example, here I want to set the font family Times New Roman. So here in double quote, I must write. Okay, in double quotation, I must write Times space New space Roman. So for this paragraph, the font will become Times New Roman. Let us see. Okay, so here it is Times New Roman. Now the next font I am using Vardhana. Now I will refresh it. Okay, so here you can see the font is Vardhana. So this is the way you can change the font itself. When the font name contain only one word, so double quote is not needed. But if font contains more than one word, so for that purpose double quote is required. Then next property is font dash style. Font dash style means now we will talk about this style, bold, italic, underline. But font style property used only for italic. For bold there is a different property. So value for font style property is normal and italic. The two values are there, normal and italic. So by default it is normal. But if you want to change the style to italic, so you can give italic. Font family Vardhana here I am using, and font style is italic. So this is the italic style. So here the style is changed. The next property here, suppose you want to change font to bold. Okay, so for that purpose, the property is called as font dash weight. Value of this property, font weight property, is first value is normal and next value is bold. So both the values are there, normal and bold. By default the value is normal, and if you want to change the text to bold style, so you have to use bold. So let us see it. So the font family is Vardhana, font style is italic, and font weight is bold. It is bold, italic, and bold. Next property is font dash variant property having two values. One value is normal. By default the value is normal. Then next value is small caps. Small dash caps. So this is the value. Okay, small dash caps. So meaning of small dash cap is all letter will be capital, but the first letter is size is little bit larger than the other letter. So let us see. So this type of text is called as small caps, where the first letter is kept, the size of first letter is little bit larger than the other letter. Then the next property is font dash size. Font dash size property used to change the size of font. So there are two types of value here you can give. So there are two types of font size, absolute and relative. Absolute means there are some fixed values. Fixed values are there. It is already available. Okay, so that is called as absolute values. So here I am writing the absolute values. What are the absolute size values? So the absolute size values is XX dash small, medium, large, and X large, then XX large. These are the fixed values, and this kind of size is called as absolute size. So let us use it. So here I am using only the font size property. Font size here I am using XX small. So here you can see, and if you are using XX large, the size will be increased. Large, okay, large. So these are the fixed value. So these values are called as small absolute size. Okay. Now let us discuss the relative size. So relative size, there are some unit, so that you can use. One unit is pixels. In terms of pixels, you can give the relative size. Then in terms of em, you can also give the relative size. In terms of percent, also you can give the relative size. Okay, the what is the relation between pixel, em, and percent? Okay, there are some relationship. So the relationship is like this: 16 pixels is equal to 1 em, and which is also equal to 100%. So either you are giving 100%, so the size will become 16 pixels. So relationship is em means 1 em equal to 16 pixels. By default, the font is the font is 16 pixels, which is equal to 1 em. So the normal font is, for example, suppose here I am using, so by default the paragraph will be displayed. Okay, it will be displayed like this. Okay, normal size is, it is 16 pixels or 1 em or 100%. If you want to increase the size, so here you use the font size property. Font size, suppose here I am using 40 pixels. So 40 pixels means how many em? 40 pixels means 2.5 em. So either I am using 40 pixels or I am using 2.5 em. So that will be same. So here I am using 40 pixels. So let us run it first. So here 40 pixels, 2.5 em. 2.5 em and 40 pixels are equal. रिफ्रेश करने पर भी साइज सेम इसका है, ठीक है, साइज सेम नहीं है, मीन्स इट इज सेम. और इसको परसेंटेज में अगर मुझे लिखना है तो आई विल राइट 250%. 250%. So if I refresh it, it is same. So this formula you have to remember. So this kind of size is called as. So here all the font properties are finished. It is over.